creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Carry for James Conner. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Fourth down, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard You try and spread the field sometimes. There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up past the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The backup Murray, his first throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now Murray off play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Right back to Connor here on first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Cousins gives way to Cook to the 27-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On second down, it's Cook again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down throw for Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Room here to run. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as they get a yard to the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, we're good.
Now Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cardinals 7. Pringg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 75 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, but by the way, also with a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray giving it Connor on the option. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Murray going to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Prater's kick is good. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run here with Connor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, it'll be Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, some time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how this just happened, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the cookies like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see them.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. Third and long, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out front.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To the air again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on second down. Brady gives this to White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1. touchdown, Chargers. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he could...
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing now is Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Hey, go 66. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Succo. And the lead is now 14 to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 2nd down, Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Slot man moves right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a...
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Allen, the man in motion right. Herbert going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with a football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number.
Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Herbert. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Herbert to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw here for Herbert. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.